Hello again, and welcome back to Granny Dorothy Visits. Today's topic is How Love Can Heal. And the first reading from Everyday Positive Thinking, Louise Hay's book. And it's from Cry On. When you call upon the love of God and exercise pure intent, there will be miracles. And the next one from Julia Cameron's Heart Steps. The quote at the top of the page is from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Learn to get in touch with the silence within yourself and know that everything in this life has a purpose. And this is entitled, I Am a Healer and My Love is Medicine. Love is the greatest medicine. I ask to be healing medicine for others. I ask my heart to expand its boundaries and to love others as they wish to be loved. I ask my heart to expand its boundaries and open to my being loved as I wish to be loved. Lovely. And the last one is from this great book, The Well-Lived Life, Dr. Gladys McCary. And picking up in it, so it says, when I went to medical school, a generation after my mother, there were only a few schools that accepted women into their ranks. I attended Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, the only all-women's school where we were told that we would have to be smarter, tougher, and overall better doctors to survive. My cohort started just as World War II began. I had come because I wanted to love and heal people, but it seemed to me that the country's focus on war had bled into the medical establishment, or maybe it had always been that way, and I hadn't noticed before. I followed what my parents had done, treating physical health as a single part of a larger ecosystem. I was less focused on killing a disease and more interested in why it was there. That put me at odds with the education I was receiving. Though I could follow the anatomy, biology, and other hard science, I struggled with the whole approach to diagnosis and treatment that I was being offered in school. That, combined with my tendency to knit while in class to keep my mind focused, made me the least favorite of the dean, stiff old Marion Fay. Dean Fay thought about as much of me as my first grade teacher had, and she made her opinion known. One day, she pulled me into her office, where I'd been lectured and belittled many times before. She sat perfectly upright, glasses hanging on a chain over her crisp white blouse, not a bit of softness to be seen. Miss Taylor, I have a referral here for a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist? I laughed incredulously. I'm not sure if you're quite right, she continued, tapping a pencil against her temple as she said the last two words to indicate her meaning. You don't seem to understand the point of medicine at all. You spend all day just knitting during class. Perhaps you weren't cut out to be a doctor. The psychiatrist will ascertain if that is so. Respectfully, ma'am, aren't we meant to participate in our own education? I asked. We're the ones who will be sent out to hospitals and clinics when this is all over. Isn't it imperative that we truly understand the concepts behind the teachings? Everything here is about killing. We're never talking about how love can heal. It's your concepts that worry me, she said, gripping her pencil tightly. Medicine is about killing disease because it's disease that kills people, and it's our job to keep them alive. What is all this about love and healing? You're so soft, you're almost like a nurse. You need to be tough, Miss Taylor. You'll never make it through residency like that. I set my mouth in a line to keep it from running, managed a tight thank you, and rushed out of the room as quickly as I could, grasping that horrible referral paper in my hand. I did go to the psychiatrist, and he deemed me right as rain. But the experience shook me to my core. I understood that the medical establishment was never going to accept me as I was. Looking back, that was the moment I realized I would have to make my mark on medicine by doing things my own way. If I'd let them, those 4 years in medical school could have sapped the juice right out of me. I kept focused on the goal. I just had to make it through. Once I was a doctor, I could focus on love and healing, even if I had to focus on killing disease to get there. This idea gave me juice, as did the letters I exchanged with my beau, Bill McGarry, who was attending medical school in Cincinnati. I kept on studying, graduated, and received the title of medical doctor. I had earned my place in the medical community. I married Bill in 1943, and shortly after we both graduated, we went into private practice together. My understanding of healing evolved through the years, and I came to believe in the concept of reincarnation, which was greatly at odds with the theology I'd been taught as a child. With Bill at my side, I started pushing myself beyond the boundaries of everything I was taught to believe. I came to understand that the scientific community is not in full agreement about what consciousness is and where it comes from. That helped me embrace the idea that our spirits are ageless and are meant to learn over multiple lifetimes. Bill and I emerged at the center of a growing movement of physicians and healers who were interested in the spiritual and soulful aspects of medicine. And today, a belief in reincarnation guides much of what I do on earth as a doctor, mother, grandmother, and human being. It reinforces my conviction that each of us comes here for a purpose, and that each of our individual purposes is connected as our souls interact with other souls over the course of many lifetimes. It also helped me click into the world around me. Many years later, the shape of my own puzzle piece developed more clearly, and I was able to connect ever more closely with my juice. I came to understand much more about what I am here to do, not only to be a medical doctor and mother, but to promote both new and ancient ideas about healing on the soul level, not only the physical. It furthered my understanding of the type of medicine my parents had promoted and solidified my disagreement with the modern medical establishment's focus on killing. As I came to see it, our health challenges are as much a part of our soul's journey as anything else is. Our goal should not be simply to kill them off, but to allow them to help us grow and learn at the same time. Advice from a 103-year-old doctor who's still going strong today, which is wonderful. But as I've said in many of my other videos, it's important for us to keep an open mind. Everybody has a different way of believing about things, but as we're on our journey, and what Dr. Gladys has said before too, that you change your mind as you go along, as you learn, as you attain more knowledge, you change your mind. So it's important to be open-minded And I love the idea of how love can heal, because I truly believe that too. So I wish for you lots of love in your life, and I send you mine. Mwah. Until next Monday, bye for now.